Well, here come the Windham Jaguars, taking the field in style here on Windham's season opener. Nick Anastas with you from Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. It's our Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire game of the week between the Windham Jaguars and the Pinkerton Astros on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon in early September. This place is rocking. One of the better venues in the entire state to take in a high school football game. The Jaguar Booster Club and Athletic Department, they do it right. With the college-style tailgate in the parking lot, tents, music, and now the Jaguar players themselves joining the fray on the field. In their Notre Dame-style home uniforms, the navy blue with the gold helmets, formulating a large sideline. Over 90 players in the program this year under third-year head coach Jack Byrne. On the other side, Pinkerton, led by longtime head coach Brian O'Reilly, now in his 44th season. On the sideline, he's also, of course, the athletic director at the academy in Derry. He's got his squad ready to go, itching to play after a shortened season in 2020. Due to the COVID-19 situation, the Astros only played 3 games, went 2-1 before deciding to, unfortunately, cancel the rest of the season. But they are back with a mix of youth and experience. 14 players did start last season, back on the roster this year for the Astros, including the quarterback Nate Campos, one of the junior standouts Jacob Albert, and they've got size up front as well with George Nigro and Anthony Ferenzio. So it'll be interesting to see what Pinkerton looks like here for the first time in nearly a full calendar year.
Please rise for a moment of silence to honor the 13
coin toss,
men and women lost in Afghanistan.
and now a moment of silence here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire.
Thank you. Presenting the colors at today's home opener is a color guard from Salem High School's Air Force Junior ROTC program. Color guard cadets attend both Windham and Salem High School and perform over 70 color guard events throughout the community each year. Today's guard is commanded by Cadet Caitlin Rockford of Windham High School. Please remain standing. Remove your hats. Face the ROTC color guard for the singing of our national anthem by members of the Windham High Mixed Choir. Well, there it is, the national anthem.
presented by the ROTC. Color guard down on the field. The members of the Windham Youth football program down on the field as well. A big-time atmosphere, as you can see. The crowd continuing to file in. The gate is swarmed. And it's not just all Windham supporters either. The Pinkerton fans taking the drive over from Derry for this season opener. Of course, the season officially kicked off statewide last night, with the vast majority of the Division I action taking place last night. Of course, we were down in Nashua to see Salem put up 63 points in a victory over Nashua South. Winnicott beat Bedford, creating some buzz. We'll get to the rest of the scores a little later in the broadcast, but all eyes are on this one here. A marquee matchup, the first Saturday in September. We welcome you inside our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire broadcast. Again, I'm Nick Anastas. My partner Steve Beals not able to attend today. Director Ben Beals off as well. So myself, videographer John Barron. It's a two-man crew, so bear with us as we go live here from Jaguar Mountain, one of the nicknames for the facility here. Again, music, fans, the old, the young, the cheerleaders on both sides. The atmosphere done right with the band as well, right down front and center at about the 25-yard line to our right. So the atmosphere is electric. And the weather is gorgeous as well. Temperatures in the lower 70s. And a pretty good vantage point for us up here on, I guess, the top of Jaguar Mountain, or the hill that overlooks the field anyway. A good backdrop of the southern New Hampshire. Not foliage yet, but getting close to foliage season here, so good view of the treetops. All right, the Jaguars will receive to open this thing up here and head right to left in this first quarter. A couple of players back deep, including Josh Sweeney and Vino Mancini. Two juniors await at about the 7-yard line. Pinkerton in their road whites, the red lettering, silver helmets and pants. Getting loud down there as we're underway. A two-step boot off the right foot of Jacob No. This one is bobbled at the 5-yard line by Sweeney. Trying to make his way gingerly over the 10 and no further. Stopped at about the 11, gang tackled by a number of Astro Gunners, including the kicker, Jacob No, the junior, in on the stop. And well, some tough sledding to begin. Tough field position anyway for Windham as they open up 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line. Well, a quarterback competition, always healthy for a program that includes 90 players. Saw both Sweeney and Billy DiPietro audition for the job. In the end, it goes to Sweeney, and the junior takes a shotgun snap on 1st down, throws it right side, catch made along the sideline, up over the 25 to the 27-yard line, close to a 1st down. Indeed it is. The Jaguars go to the air on the opening play and move the sticks. A 12-yard pickup for the 1st down. That's Cole Peterson, one of the 4 senior captains on the catch. Expected to be heavily involved both ways here for Windham. They'll spread it out again. 3 receivers, 2 strong side left on 1st and 10 from officially their own 25-yard line. Sweeney puts a man in motion, takes the snap, rolls left, little pitch out on the option, and that's going nowhere. Tripped up in the backfield initially by the Pinkerton linebacker, Jack McKiernan, one of the veterans who brings a lot of experience to the table. McKiernan, the senior, in the backfield to trip up and break up that play. It results in a loss of 4, a 2nd down and 14 on the way from the 20-yard line. Three-man front for this Astro defense. Sweeney again with three receivers, two to the strong side right. He's in the pistol this time. Takes a snap. Looks left, now got to run right. Eyes downfield, throws over the top, incomplete. A little too strong, trying to hook up with Brandon Beelan, the junior, who took a hit on the play. And meanwhile, the first flag of the game has been thrown. Flag down at the 35-yard line in the secondary. Intended target, by the way, was not Beelan, but Fox, A.J. Fox, number 20, one of these seniors. Meanwhile, the officials discussing it. Five-man crew, it's defensive holding. So the first penalty of the game goes against the Astros. So the Jaguars catch a break. They were facing third and long after the incompletion instead. The ball is placed just shy of the 30-yard line. So now second down and 5 instead of third and 14. See if the Jaguars stick with the passing game or if they mix in a run here. Yet to rush the ball. The running back is Kavi Patel, the sophomore. He's behind Sweeney in the pistol. Again, 3, now 4 receivers out wide. They go to Patel, up the middle, the dive. Doesn't get much, 2, maybe 3 yards. Pinkerton linebacker Anthony Terenzio. Again, one of these experienced defenders for Coach O'Reilly. Terenzio, been a part of the program for a while.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
And represents one of the deeper units in the linebacker corps. All right, third down, and it looks like 2. 3 receivers, wing back right. Patel, the tail in the pistol. Snap by Sweeney, throws, left side, has a man, and a leaping grab is made for the first down. Catch pulled in along the near sideline. Sam Dunham, the senior, left his feet to pull that one in. Horizontal style catch for the first down. Second time the Jaguars have moved the chains on this opening drive. Nearly 2 minutes gone by, no score here in the first quarter. Again, they'll spread them out. Again, a wing back to the right. Pinkerton sticks with the 3 down linemen. Sweeney puts a man in motion, takes the snap. Going to come left side, keep it himself, and be tackled along the line of scrimmage. That's Jacob Marchand, 5'8" senior corner, waiting on the edge. Good tackle. No gain on the play, second down and 10. Well, Windham, 0-4 last year in the COVID-19 shortened season of 2020. 0-4, they bowed out with a playoff loss to Londonderry, but that was a young squad. Certainly did not dampen the enthusiasm. The program took another step forward, and now 90 players top to bottom. Meanwhile, Sweeney on second down and 10, incomplete. Double coverage here along the near sideline as both Marchand and Russell Patrikis, another senior defensive back, in there on the coverage. Pass goes incomplete. And now again, Windham facing a third down and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Sweeney's been some dictation side to join his blitz up the middle. Sweeney eyes it, takes a snap, throws it flat right side, making a move up the middle across the 40, but not much further. Goes the Astro receiver, or I'm sorry, the Jaguar receiver. That's Jake Machette. Machette, the junior, tackled about 2 yards downfield. Good stop by Terenzio, who was on that one pretty well. So now 4th and 6. Jaguars threatening to go for it here from their own 42-yard line. Pinkerton eyeing a stop in opponent territory. Sweeney. Hard count, man jumps, and a flag flies. Second penalty on the way against Pinkerton. Offsides. I think it was 4th and 6. 5-yard penalty means 4th and 1 from near midfield. So Jack Byrne, 3rd year as the head coach. Been a part of the program since its inception back in 2009. Deciding to trust his junior quarterback, with the hard count. They get the 5 yards, and now 4th down and a long one, maybe 1.5 from their own 48. They go to the ground. Second effort up the middle. I think they've got it. That's Tiger Ann. Sophomore tail. He goes up the middle. And I believe does have enough for the first down. The big 6'4" Anthony DeSalvo along that defensive line did what he could to bring him down, but not in time. It's a first down. So the Jaguars facing a 4th and 6. They pick up the 5-yard penalty and then plunge it forward for 2 yards when they needed 1.5 yards to keep this thing going. A lengthy opening drive, nearly 4 minutes in. The ball right on the 50-yard line. 2 wingbacks set, 2 receivers set. Pistol snap, looking right, throwing. This one is picked off. A leaping interception by Lorenzo Milana. The Astros senior read that one well and pounced. Pulls in the interception right in front of his sideline. Teammates love it. And the Astros have the first turnover of the afternoon. So Sweeney's pass intercepted by Milana. And now we get our first look in 2021 at this Astro offense. Pinkerton with good field position following the giveaway, or the takeaway, I should say. They're going to load up here in a bunch set. Again, the starter is Campos, and they'll begin the drive with an east-west run, a stretch play to Cole Yannico, who does in the end cross the 50, tackled inbound shy of the 46-yard line. In Windham territory, pickup of about 3 to set up 2nd down and 7. Campos back at quarterback with a number of weapons around him. We'll see Jacob Albert this afternoon. Yannico opens the drive with a catch. Marchand, Terrio, Milana, Gallo, Bates, McKiernan, a lot of ball carriers expected to touch the leather, tote the rock this afternoon. Here's Albert. They go left side. He's got room. He's got a first down. He's inside the 35 and almost down to the 25 in the end. Tackled shy of the 26. Big pickup of nearly 20 on the first carry for junior Jacob Albert. One of the best athletes Coach O'Reilly has come across in his 44 years at Pinkerton, one of the best anyway. Started as a true freshman. Again, played just 3 games, all 3 of Pinkerton's games last season as a sophomore, and now expecting a big junior year. Back to the ground, Yannico. Pretty good hole right side. He's down inside the 20. Pick up a 5, maybe 6. Set up a 2nd down and medium. Pinkerton looking impressive so far up front. That offensive line anchored by the 6'6", 320-pound George Nigro. Anthony Ferenzio is 6'6", 260. Edward Devine, Jason Santuccio. Big guys as well. Big unit, one of the bigger in the state. Left side, first touch for the fullback. It's Jack McKiernan. Gonna bulldoze his way. Carry a couple of guys with him down inside the 15-yard line, about the 13. And another Pinkerton first down. Well, this drive has quieted this large crowd.
Tackle by number 59, Brady Waldron.
Crowd juiced up before the game. They were enjoying the 3 first downs Windham picked up on the first Jaguar possession, the game's opening drive, but the turnover. And now this ground and pound style here has quieted these Jaguar fans. Low pitch, quarterback hit on the toss, but Yannico is at the goal line and fumbles. Jaguars recover in the end zone for the touchback. Yannico hit at about the 1 yard line. The ball flew out into the end zone and was recovered by the Jaguars.
Pinkerton fumble, recovered by number 22, Sam Dunham.
That's Sam Dunham, who recovered the football for the Jaguars in the end zone, so it'll be brought out to the 20. What a change of events there. Pinkerton rolling down the field. It looked like they were going to punch it into the end zone and be the first to score here midway through this first quarter, but instead, that ball flies out, and the Jaguars get the turnover. So one giveaway each way. The offenses have been able to move the football, but the turnovers, the age-old story, as we know, already factoring in here in this first quarter. So drive number 2 for Windham. 1st and 10 from their own 20. They go up the middle, and not much on that short rush attempt. Astros bottle it up. George Negro, the big presence down there over the football. He's the nose of that 3-4, as well as one of the anchors on the offensive line. He's in the hole to stop, I believe that was Patel, for just a 2-yard gain. So Windham facing a 2nd down and 8. Going to spread it out. Patel is the back to the left of Sweeney. Man in motion. He'll flood it right side. Sweeney cuts it up, spins. And lucky to get a couple there. He's tackled inside the 22-yard line. So still a pretty long down and distance here. 3rd and 7 on the way as we move inside of 5 minutes to go. First quarter. Still scoreless.
That'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Windham went to the air on 5 of their first 6 snaps. And likely a passing down here as well on the way. 3rd down and 7. 3 receivers, wing back right. Patel is the tail. Pinkerton showing blitz here along the near side edge. Sweeney may have changed the call. Takes a snap now. He's looking. He's under pressure. Rolling to his right. Throws down the sideline, incomplete. Trying to find Fox, but well covered by Pinkerton. Astro defense forcing what looks like a 3 and out now. 4th down and 7. Just inside of 4 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. All right, so Sweeney, again, lining up to go for it. He may pull off a pooch punt here, and he will. This one, not very deep. Takes a bounce along the sideline. That's going to favor Windham as it just stays inbounds. Well, they finally mark it out of bounds on that far sideline at the 47-yard line. Either way, good field position for Pinkerton. They'll begin the drive, their second drive, 3 yards deep in Jaguar territory. Nick Anastas with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, Saturday edition. You can hear that Windham band pounding the drums, both the dance team, the cheerleaders, in sync with the music. And again, fans really flooding the hilltop here at Windham High School. Parking lots packed, food, music, and a lot of good cheer during the pregame. All right, Pinkerton, they move the football on their first drive. They fumbled at the 1 yard line. They go around the end, and Jacob Albert leaves a trail of men in his tail, in his wake, I should say. Albert, a strong punishing finish to that sideline run. However, there is a flag back at about the 45-yard line. This one may be coming back. Coach Byrne seems to think so on the Windham sideline. He's pointing to his left. The official says yes, holding against Pinkerton.
The call is holding on the Pinkerton Astros.
That's the 3rd Astro penalty of this first quarter, the first against the offense. they're going to spot this back at the Pinkerton 45-yard line. So 1st and 18. Guess the hold took place 2 yards downfield. So 1st and 18. Pinkerton will spread it a little bit here. Tight end left, 2 receivers right, 2 backs. They hand it off, left side. Yannicko's been busy, breaks the tackle. Big first down and then some. Inside the Jaguar 30. And tackle close to the 25. It's Yannicko on a 30-yard gash up the middle for Pinkerton. I'd imagine Yannicko running a little angry. Running hard, always, but running angry maybe here after that fumble cost his team and robbed him of a touchdown. On a mission here, perhaps on drive number 2. Windham, meanwhile, trying to blitz. They run right at it and they go nowhere. Albert on a dive play, met in the hole. Good wrap-up tackle by Nick LaRoche. The junior diagnosed that well, and the Astros actually lose a yard in the end. It's 2nd and 11. Inside of 3 minutes, first quarter, no score. Astros yet to throw the football. Campos, the quarterback, orchestrating this run attack. Under center here on 1st and 10. They go to McKiernan, and he's going to be dragged down in the backfield. Well, a couple, maybe 3 Astro players, rather Jaguar defenders, into that backfield right away. Nick Parker, one of them. Senior got a piece of McKiernan's jersey initially. They take him down for the loss. Now 3rd down and 11. Really the first 3rd and long Pinkerton has seen here as we hit the 2-minute mark first quarter. Campos may be forced to go to the air here. We'll see. Coach O'Reilly wants to play it. McKiernan directly behind Campos, who's under center. 2 wingbacks. Albert and Yannicko, they will throw. Down the middle, Albert is open, catch made, touchdown Pinkerton. Jacob Albert wide open down the middle. Campos with a clean throw. Catch made at the goal line, and Albert, the junior, able to pull it in. The 3-year starter puts Pinkerton on the board by scoring the first Astros touchdown of the season. It comes with 1:46 remaining in this first quarter. So Campos to Albert, 2 veterans on this Pinkerton squad. 27-yard hookup. And now the extra point try. Jacob No. Gets a hold of that one and boots it through. No, that's Picasso Bates. Not No, I'm sorry. 48, not 46.
Number 48, Picasso Bates.
That's Picasso Bates, one of the veteran seniors. I apologize, but he gets that one without a problem. 7-0 Pinkerton. The drive goes 47 yards. The touchdown hookup on 3rd and 11 is from 27 yards out. And Pinkerton, who fumbled the ball on the 1-yard line, turned it over on their first drive. They get revenge here. Campos throws a touchdown on his first pass of his senior season. And the home team now forced to respond. 7-0 Astros, 1:46 first quarter. See if special teams can give them a lift. Bates is ready. 2 steps and then a boot. A good one. This one airborne all the way down to the 2-yard line. On the recovery, this is Mashish, a little bit of breathing room along the far sideline. In the end, over the 30 and up to the 35. No, they'll spot him a little shy of the 33-yard line. So a good return. Misheshi, I think is how you say that. Jake Misheshi, the junior, with a good return. So the ball just shy of the Jaguar 33-yard line. Windham's third offensive drive of the afternoon will begin. The first one, they moved the football to midfield, picked up 3 first downs, but quarterback Josh Sweeney ended up throwing an interception. It's picked off by Cole Milana. Lorenzo Milana. Second drive went 3 and out. Up the middle. A dive run. It's Tiger Ann.
Number 43, Tiger On.
So Tiger on his second carry. Picked up a first down on 4th and 1.
Good for about 2 yards.
During that first Jaguar drive. One of their bigger backs able to use that size. Push the pile a yard or so. Picks up close to 3 in the end to set up a second down and 7. As we move towards 1 minute remaining. Opening quarter. Then the 3 receiver set. Wing back left side this time. On is the back. The throw by Sweeney. Has time. Looking for a man down the sideline, incomplete. Looking for Cole Peterson. Made a grab earlier. Well covered though. 2 Pinkerton defenders, including the corner Milana, right on his tail. And now a 3rd down and 7 on the way.
Pass intended for number 19, Cole Peterson. Bring up 3rd and 7.
A lot of veterans on the back 7 for Coach O'Reilly. They bring back 14 starters total, or at least guys who started one of those 3 games last year. So there are some veterans. Defense hoping for a stop on 3rd and 7. Instead, they nearly came up with an interception. It's incomplete. Trying to find an inside screen, it looked like, but well covered. As Terenzio nearly came up with the interception. Terenzio has played well so far. Another 3 and out by Windham. Pooch punt expected by the quarterback Sweeney on 4th down and 7. 50 seconds remaining first quarter. Seen the hard count work for them as well. Looks like they may try that here to shorten the 4th down. Long count. I think Pinkerton may have learned their lesson though. A little bit of movement left side. Play clock winding down. Snap is taken, and there's the Pooch. He's going to backtrack Albert. Picks it up on 1 bounce for Pinkerton in his own 30. Across the 35. The 40, the football flies out. Fortunately for Pinkerton, it went right into the arms of Terenzio, a couple of yards downfield.
Jacob Albert, number 2.
Nearly another fumble lost for Pinkerton. Terenzio avoids the turnover.
Fumble recovered.
And in the end, it turns out to be a pretty good return by the junior. So they'll set it up at their own 48-yard line, 1st and 10 with 38 seconds remaining first quarter. Pinkerton does have a 7-0 lead on the board. Left side, Albert across the 50, spun down inside the Jaguar 46-yard line.
Number 2, Albert on the carry.
That'll do it for the first quarter. Step aside and be right back here as we deal with these technical issues. 7-0 Pinkerton. After 1 here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance.
Windham Jaguars 0.
We're still on, but I got a shot. I got to take off.
Number 25 on the
Welcome back here to Windham. We apologize for the technical difficulty. We should be good here. 7-0 Astros. First play of the second quarter in the bag. Astros pick up another first down on the ground. Pinkerton rush attack has looked good, although the only touchdown so far came through the air on 3rd and 11, Pinkerton's last drive. Quarterback Nate Campos hooking up with Jake Albert from 27 yards out. Pinkerton looking for a 2-score lead on this drive. They go back to Albert on 1st and 10. He stays between the tackles, leans his way close to the 30-yard line, a little shy. Call it the Jaguar 31. Gain of 5 and a second down and 5. Windham looking for their first win since 2019. An 0-4 season last year, including a playoff loss against Londonderry in the first round. Astros only played 3 games before the campaign was called off due to the COVID-19 situation after Pinkerton went 2-1. So both teams itching for some football, itching for a win. Albert not going to have much there. Windham D-line holding their own. Aiden Goss, one of the junior linebackers, in there on the stop. And nose tackle played pretty good as well. Nick Parker said his name a few times. He was in on the stop. Clapping a couple of teammates on the back, trying to fire him up for a big third down, 3rd and 5. Pinkerton sticks with the rush attack here. Big back McKiernan in the backfield with Albert. Yannico in motion to the far side. They toss to Albert. Plants the foot, goes inside the 30, but I think he's short. Tackled inbounds along that sideline. Where? Just shy, I think, of the 27-yard line. 26. Needed to get inside the 26. So I think we got 4th and inches here. About 2 minutes gone already in this second quarter. Nick Anastas with you. John Barron behind the camera. 2-man crew. We'll get Steve and Ben back in the fold. Kristen as well. Down the road, they're off at a wedding on a gorgeous Saturday here, Memorial or Labor Day weekend, I should say. Meanwhile, they are going to measure this. 4th down, the initial call, but Coach O'Reilly wants the sticks. They're going to measure it. I think it's about the length of the football shy. Yeah, maybe even shorter. We're talking 4th and maybe 5 or 6 inches here. Pinkerton, I'd imagine, going to go for it here. 7-0 lead on the board.
Great work by the change.
Both these teams opening the game with turnovers. Windham threw an interception at midfield. Pinkerton ran the ball all the way down to the goal line before Yannico, the ball carrier, fumbled. Windham has not picked up a first down since. Pinkerton is going to pick one up here on 4th and inches. They stick with McKiernan, the fullback. He goes right behind the center and inside the 25-yard line for a gain of 3. They mark him at the 24. It's a first down.
Carry by number 31, Jack McKiernan.
Again, the touchdown came on Pinkerton's second drive. Compost to Albert from 27 yards out, and that's been the action so far, 3 minutes in, second quarter. Pinkerton, though, another promising drive as they approach the end zone. 1st and 10. Jaguars moving around that defensive line in the 3-4. They run the sweep to Yannico. He's hit and dragged down in the backfield. Good play. That's Jake Joyce, the junior. A member of what's shaping up to be a promising junior class here. Good tackle in the backfield. 2nd down and 12 after the 2-yard loss. So again, this front 7, they've surrendered a few runs, just given up some chunk plays, but they've gotten some wins themselves. A couple of losses, a couple of no gainers, including that one there. 2nd down and 12. Nearly 4 minutes in, second quarter. Going to keep it tight here. Campos puts Yannico in motion, fakes the handoff, goes to the throw. It's down the middle, tossed up, and incomplete in the end zone. Well covered, double covered. Albert, the intended receiver. Fox was right there to knock it away. The senior may have gotten two hands on that one to deny the hookup. And now a 3rd down and 12.
Broken up by number 20, A.J. Fox.
This home crowd trying to fire up the defense, the band, the cheerleaders, and the youngsters, primarily the most vocal amongst these Jaguar fans. On 3rd down, back to the air. Campos with time, throws it right back to the same spot. Albert this time almost pulls it in, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had it on his way to the ground, but couldn't quite control it.
Broken up by number 32, Andrew Bro.
Same play as a moment ago. They go right back to Albert, right down the middle. Campos put it on him, but again, good coverage. 2 safeties in the area. Peterson back there has looked good, along with Fox. Seen Jack St. Hilaire, the free safety there involved. So can they do it once more on 4th and 12? Jaguars trying to get off the field. Pinkerton hoping for another long hookup. Campos throws over the middle, and this one broken up and intercepted. Taken away off the tip. It's Fox able to return it up to the 20. And Windham's offense will take over from there. A good stand there defensively by the home team. Pinkerton commits their 2nd turnover, the first interception thrown by Campos, the senior. That one tipped initially right into the chest of Fox, one of the co-captains, who took it the rest of the way. Well, not the rest of the way, but how about the rest of the way up to the 19? That's where they spot it. 1st down and 10. Crowd back into it seemingly. 4 minutes in, 2nd quarter. Jaguars looking for their first down since the opening drive. Won't get it here. Hole collapses along the right side of that line. Good stop. A few different Pinkerton players involved there, including the linebacker Bates, who's also, of course, the team's kicker. Coach Byrne giving the play directly to the quarterback, right in his ear on the sideline. Sweeney, the junior, ready to go. And now a timeout has been called by Windham. Timeout, it's the first one either way.
Timeout, Windham.
Comes with 5 minutes gone by in this 2nd quarter. And there's that Pinkerton coaching staff. Of course, Coach O'Reilly at the top, school's athletic director, 44 years now as the head coach, showing no signs of slowing down. One of the more extensive staffs in football as well. Along that sideline, a lot of hardened seasoned veterans. Pinkerton well organized. They got a 7-0 lead. They bling or blitz up the middle out of the timeout, but Sweeney able to navigate safely out of it and throw it incomplete out of bounds. Second and long becomes 3rd and long.
Pass incomplete.
Well, Windham haven't gotten much on the ground. And after a promising opening drive where they picked up 3 first downs, spoiled by a turnover, and they've really kind of been stuck in neutral sense, facing a 3rd and 9 here officially. Meanwhile, whistles. And now the referee is going to get everybody set up here. Conversation on the Windham sideline. 3rd and 9 on the way. Coach Byrne looking for an explanation. Well, they're going to reset the clock. Well, there should be 7 minutes or so remaining second quarter. Now there's 12 minutes remaining here in the second quarter, so not quite scored. I think they're resetting it. Remind you, our broadcast brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. So call Steve, 603-471-9999 today. All right, 3rd down. They throw in the flat. It's complete along the near side. Mashish not going to get much. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. No further. It'll be 4th down and 9. Well, Pinkerton has protected the boundary well, the edge well. Not allowed much east-west-wise, so to speak. They force another punt situation. The pooch, pretty good one. Milana past midfield, trying to break off a little something instead. The second wave comes in, and he's hit hard. Eden Goss came in and knocked him backwards. Forward progress, though, they'll spot it at the Jaguar 46. So Pinkerton, 7-0 lead. For the most part, they've won the field position battle so far. Their drives have started a couple of times now in Jaguar territory, including this one at the 46. They ran out of gas on that last drive, turned it over on downs. No, they threw an interception on 4th and long. 2 giveaways in this first half, costly ones by Pinkerton. They still have a 7-0 lead, however. Midway through second quarter, here's a fumble. On the snap, Campos able to recover, but he was hit and hit right away. Again, Goss, who's putting together a pretty good first half, able to slip through that Pinkerton O-line and hit the quarterback before he took more than a step into the backfield. Timeout now called by Coach O'Reilly, who I'd imagine is concerned here. He's going to spend his first timeout of this first half. Well, a reminder, don't forget to subscribe. We are on YouTube at FNL NH Media. That's the official home of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell icon. You won't miss a thing all fall. And we'll be busy. FNL Gridiron on Thursday nights at 6. That sets up the weekend where we're in action every Friday night and Saturday afternoon all throughout this high school football season. So do not forget to subscribe. Again, we're on FNL NH Media on YouTube, the official home of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. 7-0 Astros. Pinkerton able to strike first with a 27-yard hookup from Campos to Albert. That was late in the first quarter. Following the timeout, more movement before the snap. Second down and long here from midfield. Yeah, the Windham defense jumped. And we saw an offside call go against Pinkerton on one of the earlier drives. This one goes against the Jaguars. So the hard count works in the Astros' favor this time. They go back to the original line of scrimmage to set up a second down and 10, just shy of the 45-yard line, the Windham 45. Two backs, a wing back right, a receiver right. Long count, snap by Campos, handoff Albert, hits the hole and picks up a few more. Hit by the free safety at the 40, able to spin his way downfield to the 38-yard line. Tackle in the end is credited to St. Hilaire. Pretty good second down pickup to set up 3rd and 4, let's say. 3rd and a little less than 4. Inside of 6 minutes until halftime. Defensive battle, a little movement on offense. Quick moving first half here in Windham. Coming up at halftime, a look around the NHIAA. A look back at that first half, a preview of the second. Pass, Campos, steep down the line. He's got an incompletion. Albert stepped out of bounds. Albert open. Actually had to slow down to catch that one, but could not quite get the footwork right on that sideline throw. Made the catch, but stepped out of bounds with the right foot, so 3rd down and 4. Or 4th and 4. Yeah, 4th and 4.
4th down and about 4.
Campos threw the touchdown, but has missed on his last 5 throws. See if they go to the ground. Could do anything here on 4th and 4. Windham with 3 down linemen. Play action. Campos right side looking. Now going to run and pick up the first down. Slices his way up that far sideline, down inside where? Need to get to the 35. They mark him out at the 34. So he just picks it up on 4th and 4 by a yard. So this offense stays on the field. The clock continues to move, now inside of 5 minutes. Well, that's one thing Coach O'Reilly told us Thursday night on FNL Gridiron. We talked to the old ball coach. He said, don't forget about Nate Campos. Teams are going to key in on our other running backs, but he's a rushing threat under center as well, and showed it there on 4th down. Now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, a dive, not much. McKiernan swallowed up quickly. A couple of different guys. Down there, senior Brody Waldron.
Number 30, Jack McKiernan on the carry.
In there on the stop. Along with Nick Parker, who's holding his own down there in the trench. It's the nose guard. Second down and 8 after the 2-yard McKiernan run. They'll flex here, pre-snap. McKiernan now directly behind center, and he's going to lead the way on that right side. Yannico follows him through the hole and picks up a first down. Yannico able to bounce it outside once he hit the second level, and in the end, a pretty good chunk play for Pinkerton. They enter the red zone. They'll spot the ball at the 19-yard line. A fresh set of downs coming for the Astros. Pinkerton has won the time of possession. They've won the field position battle, but they've turned it over twice and have picked up a few penalties as well. All in all, 7-0 as we hit the 4-minute mark first half. Quick moving second quarter here in Windham. A little bit of a breeze weather-wise as well. Stretch play, Albert, first down and then some. Runs over a man inside the 10. They mark him down at about the 6-yard line. Boy, Albert runs hard. Listed at just 5'9", 150. But don't tell that to any of the Jaguar defenders trying to tackle him. He brings the boom, lowers the boom on the end of that run. Set up a 1st and goal, the nose of the football tickling the 5-yard line. Some Pinkerton fans apparently in the back of the end zone as well. A red Astro Mafia flag being held by one of the Pinkerton fans. Now a timeout is called. The visitor fans who made their way from Derry, hoping to see a touchdown maybe up close and personal here at the end of this drive. Meanwhile, Windham going to call a timeout. It's the second timeout of the first half. Coach Byrne, I think you can sense this is a pretty important juncture of the game. His club trailing 7-0. Pinkerton threatening to make it a 2-score game. And then the Astros are set to receive the second half kick as well. So all that a factor in the third-year head coach's mind as Coach Byrne addresses his defensive group down on the sideline. Excellent crowd here. Got to be a couple thousand up here on the hilltop, on the side of the hill itself, behind the end zone, along both sidelines, and now in the back and corners of the end zone as well. Well attended for the first time in 2 years. No fans, of course, allowed last year. But football back, and in large part normalcy back in a big way here in the fall of 21. 4 minutes, second quarter. Campos hit and sacked. Aiden Goss said his name half a dozen times now. He's again given credit for the sack. That's going to back Pinkerton up to the 9-yard line, so a loss of 4 on that first down snap. And now 2nd and goal from the 9. Clock in motion as well, ticking down towards 3:30. That's okay, I think, with Pinkerton. They want a touchdown, and then they want the halftime break, I think. They go to the fullback. No, they fake to the fullback. Campos keeps it himself to the right side, hit and driven out of bounds. Both Peterson and Fox met him at the sideline. A minimal pickup there, just a 2-yard gain. And now 3rd and goal on the way from the 7. Clock stopped with what, 3:10 to go here in the second quarter. Well, the Astros been pretty good on 3rd down, very good on 4th down, 2 for 2 so far. Hoping to avoid that 4th down with a 3rd and goal from the 7 on the way. Hoping to punch this one in to make it a two-score affair. Windham wanting one more stop. Left side, Albert lowers his shoulder at the 2-yard line and powers his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fearless run by the junior. A good hole opens up left side, and Albert is in the end zone for the 2nd time this afternoon. Pinkerton extending the lead now to 13-0. The Astros go 48 yards. A key 4th down conversion on 4th and inches extended the drive, and then on 3rd and goal from the 7. It's a touchdown run by junior Jacob Albert. He scored 1 on the ground and 1 through the air. Extra point by Bates is up and good, and it's 14-0 Pinkerton. So now more emphasis on this Windham offense to respond. They have I believe, been held without a first down since the opening drive. I may be mistaken about that, but they have not moved the ball very well, frankly, against this Astro defense since that promising opening drive. They've been held off the board, obviously. So Coach Byrne, see how he wants to play it here. 3:06 to go. Again, his team has to kick to begin the second half. Can they move it down the field in just over 3 minutes is the question. This Astro defense seemingly gotten stronger as the first half has progressed. Again, the Windham band doing their part. Trying to elevate this group following the Pinkerton touchdown. They've been terrific here in the first half. The band has. The dance and cheerleader squads as well. All right, Bates, the senior who's got a strong right leg. Doesn't need much of a wind-up. Take 3 steps this time and drill it. Down the seam, shy of the 10, the return man to the near side, hit and tackle, shy of the 25-yard line. That's a return for Vito Mancini. The Windham 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line, with 3 minutes even to go until halftime. So Sweeney, the junior, breaks the huddle. Got Fox to his right as the wing back. Peterson wide right. To the short side right. Then they'll go to the ground on 1st and 10. Fox not going to get much. Tried to go left side. McKiernan hit him initially. Yannico finished him off. No gain in the end. Clock moving inside of 3 minutes now. 2nd and 10 coming for Windham. Astros have stuck with that 3-4 look. They've bottled up that Windham run for the most part. A lot of size down there. Both Negro, DeSalvo, and Devine, all 6'4" plus. Intercepted. Picked off by Terenzio, the linebacker. He's inside the 20 to the far sideline, pushed out of bounds inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Well, that'll even the turnover battle now at 2 apiece. Terenzio, who had already put together a quality first half, adds a turnover to that resume as he reads it underneath and picks off Sweeney. Second interception thrown by the Windham junior quarterback, and now Pinkerton salivating in the red zone here, a chance to push this to a 3-score lead here. Plenty of time, 2:15 to go. The ball is spotted at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. They go to Albert, left side, looking inside the 10, inside the 5, and shy of the goal line, knocked out of bounds. Spot him at the 2-yard line, 12-yard pickup on that stretch run. Same play it looked like that produced the touchdown a moment ago. Albert already filling up the highlight reel here. A 27-yard touchdown grab in the first quarter, a 7-yard touchdown run in the second. And now a few moments later, a chance perhaps to add another score just before halftime. Whistle. And I believe an official's timeout here as they talk it over. Coach O'Reilly will make a substitution and welcome Terenzio back to the sideline. The linebacker, double duty. Plays up front on offense as well. Big O-line. May try to power it in here from 2 yards out. They will. McKiernan on the fullback dive. Brings a man with him into the end zone for a touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run.
Number 30.
by Jack McKiernan, the veteran senior fullback. A 5'11", 190-pound bowling ball who carried a couple of guys with him into the end zone. So the touchdown makes it 20-0. With just over 2 minutes to go in this first half. The turnover really harming Windham. That interception set up Pinkerton at the 19, and they take it in 3 plays later. Extra point, no good. Line drive effort that flies wide left. No good. But the Astros will take the 6. 2 touchdowns coming 62 seconds apart. So McKiernan, following the Terenzio interception, takes it in from 2 yards out. Extra point try fails, but Pinkerton now with a solid 20-0 lead on the board. Again, still 2 minutes to go, 2:04 in fact. Before halftime, coming up, we'll get, I'm sure, a performance on the field by the band. Looking forward to that. Cheerleaders, dance routines, etc. Pinkerton, they brought their cheerleaders as well. And on the broadcasting side of things, we'll try to track down some stats from the first 2 quarters if we can. A look around the scoreboard from last night in Division I, as well as a preview of the second half, all on the way. Coming up at halftime. Just one a liner. It's going to leave the return man some room along the near side left. Spun out of bounds. Again, that's Mancini on the return. Pretty good one. Out across the 25 to the 27. And again, Windham trying to find a spark on offense. In the final 2 minutes, they'll begin where? Right on the 28. 2 turnovers each way. Pair of interceptions thrown by Sweeney. Fumble lost and an interception on the Pinkerton side as well. Sweeney trying to get in rhythm here on 1st and 10. A little bit of time. Going to float right, throw it, incomplete. Tried to find Peterson along the near sideline, but that one out of reach of the 6-foot-plus receiver. 2nd down and 10. Pretty good coverage. Consistent coverage. Albert and Milana, the 2 corners, have been active. Safety is going to creep up here a little bit on 2nd and 10. 3-4 look for Pinkerton. Tackle made on the edge. No gain on the quarterback keeper. Read well. Jake Marchand got him right around the waist. Good for him. Tackle, a 1-yard pickup in the end. 3rd and 9. Clock ticking inside of 100 seconds now remaining. Well, Pinkerton has 2 timeouts. Question is, they get a stop here. Will they use one? And in anticipation of a punt. They got to get the stop, though, on 3rd and 8 here. Now, I think Windham is going to use their final timeout. They will. Coach Byrne all over that with 1:06 remaining. So that is the final timeout by the home team. And again, Pinkerton left with 2. Well, 2 teams playing in Division I's Southern Conference. 4 conferences in Division I, 5 teams in each conference. The other 3 in the South. Londonderry, they won last night. They won big against Merrimack. Lancers perennially good. They were the 2019 champions, of course. And many consider Londonderry to be Pinkerton's main rival. The two neighboring towns, that makes sense. And of course, Salem, we saw them last night. They looked scary good. Windham out of the timeout. They go to the air and they pick it up. 3rd and 8.
That play is good.
Conversion nearly 15 yards. Cole Peterson, his second grab, and that's a much needed first down for Windham. Their first down of the second quarter. They're at their own 41-yard line, but now time remains a factor. Just 61 seconds, a little over a minute to go here until the halftime break. No timeouts for Windham. Against the 3-4, 2 receivers each side. Sweeney in trouble to his right, avoids a man, throws incomplete. Trying to thread the needle down the sideline. Milano in on the coverage, trying to find Peterson. The Pinkerton safety, Don Terrio, was there as well. And now a 2nd and 10 with 55 seconds remaining. Well, they've rolled Sweeney out to the short side of the field, trying to find that sideline hookup. Last 3 throws have come along the home sideline. The strong side of the field is to his left. Going to try the double handoff. It's a flea flicker. Back to Sweeney. Throws incomplete. Well, the Pinkerton secondary not fooled. 4 white jerseys in the area of that incompletion. Again, Peterson downfield, along with Windham's Brian Damaris. But neither the senior Peterson or the junior Damaris open on that one, so incomplete. And now another 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 for Windham. Damaris wide left, Peterson wide right. Pinkerton corners give plenty of cushion. Fox in motion, snap taken by Sweeney. He's under pressure. He throws over the middle, and that's incomplete. Trying to make his way back to the football was the receiver,
Intended for number 25,
Jake Machichi. And hits the grass, incomplete. So 4th and 10, 44 seconds. I would imagine Windham punts here. I can't imagine them going for it at their own 41 on 4th and 10. We've seen the pooch punt out of the shotgun formation a few times in this first half. Pinkerton expecting it. They got 2 return men back deep at about their own 35-yard line. Snap by Sweeney, 1 step. Right-footed kick is off. Fair catch made by Albert inside the Pinkerton 40 at his own 8-yard line, 39. So the Astros, 37 seconds remaining. Their deep threat so far has been Albert. The Campos to Albert connection put Pinkerton on the board initially. A 27-yard touchdown strike in that first quarter. Pinkerton led 7-0 after 1. Albert comes back with a run later in the second quarter. And then following a turnover in their own 20. Pinkerton a little bit more than a minute later able to punch it in with the fullback from 2 yards out, McKiernan. They got a 20-0 lead on the board, still 37 seconds, 2 timeouts to work with, but the scramble is going to get blown up. Campos whistled down in the backfield on that rollout. Meanwhile, a Windham player is shaken up on the play.
Number 4, Campbell from the camera.
Hobbling but staying in the game is Windham's Sam Dunham. Clock still ticking inside of 10 seconds, and now Coach O'Reilly calls a timeout. That leaves just 8 seconds remaining on the board here in this second quarter. So, well, Coach has got something up his sleeve here, I think. He may let Campos just drop back and show us that right arm. Again, halftime on the way. On-field entertainment. Stats and facts from us on the way as well. Scores. Got all that coming up. Big crowd here. Gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Home team down 20-0 on the scoreboard, but it hasn't dampened the enthusiasm too much. Folks just happy to be out celebrating the return of football after the gates were locked here, so to speak, to the spectators a year ago. All right, the Windham defense, they're going to be on their toes. And bring a few guys, I think, back. Both safeties are deep at the midfield stripe. Same formation, though. Two backs, a wing back. Yannico in motion. They're going to go right up the middle. McKiernan near the first down marker on 2nd and 12. Let's see how they play it. There's 1 second left on the clock. Coach O'Reilly, I think, just squeezed in that final timeout. He did. So timeout Pinkerton. Again, 1 second remaining. Ball at the Astro 48-yard line. Well, look at the upcoming schedules for these two teams. Again, they both play out of the South Conference. Windham on the road at Alvern. Broncos looked pretty good last night against Nashua North. It's a Friday night affair. Again, Windham at Alvern next week. And then Pinkerton, they'll host Keene on Friday night at 7 in Derry on the home opener. There's some youngsters walking in front of us. A lot of youth here. Final play of the first half. A stretch for Albert, going to get dragged down. Does pick up the first down, but runs out the clock, and that'll do it. First half in the books. Strong close to the first half by Pinkerton. They score 2 of their 3 touchdowns in the final 3 minutes and balloon their halftime advantage to 20-0. 15-minute break in the action. The Astros will also receive the football to begin the third quarter. So the visitors in a good spot. The home team trying to iron out the kinks in the season opener. We'll step aside for a moment and come back with scores, stats, some analysis as well in just a moment. You're watching coverage of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week here in Windham. It's presented by Beals Insurance. Making it happen slowly but surely.
That's over 50 people watching at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good for a gorgeous Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Grab your loved ones, or grab your love partner. And if you're by yourself, no worries. Just follow after me. And do the Put it on your top.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the Windham Football Boosters would like to recognize their many sponsors. Mike Elcott of Allstate Insurance, the Boston Common Coffee Company, Canterbury Lake Veterinary Hospital, Castleton Banquet and Conference Center, Cedars Mediterranean Foods Incorporated, Christine Katrubis, Keller Williams Realty, Concord Nissan, Johnny Waldron, Century 21 McClellan and Company, Dunkin' Donuts, F45 Fitness, Granite State Subaru, James Manty Photography, Kendall Pond Pizza, Clem's Bakery, Les Macaroon French Pastries,
Halftime here in Windham. Pinkerton, a 20-0 lead on the board. The Astros set to receive the football to begin the third quarter as well. Nick Anastas with you. It has been a festive atmosphere here in Windham. A lot of enthusiasm. That enthusiasm remains here as nobody's gone anywhere, but a little uneasy, I'd imagine, as well in the minds of the home fans. 20-0 Pinkerton. Windham showed some promise on the game's opening drive. They went down the field, picked up 3 first downs, but then a turnover near midfield brought the Pinkerton offense onto the field. That was an interception thrown by Windham Junior quarterback Josh Sweeney, intercepted by Lorenzo Milana. Pinkerton then marched it down the field, but fumbled at the goal line. Cole Yannico seemingly had a long touchdown run, but fumbled at the goal line. Windham recovered in the end zone. Pinkerton forced to 3 it out midway through the first quarter, got the football back, and then senior quarterback Nathan Campos hooked up with junior receiver Jacob Albert from 27 yards out to put the Astros out in front 7-0. And that's the way the first quarter ended. Second quarter, Albert found the end zone again, this time from 7 yards out with a little over 3 minutes to go. Before halftime, just over a minute later, the Pinkerton defense produced another turnover as a pass was intercepted by linebacker Anthony Torenzo. The senior brought it back inside the 20. A few plays later, Pinkerton again is in the end zone. This time a 2-yard score by senior fullback Jack McKiernan. And that is where we are, 20-0. Each team with 2 giveaways. In that first half, Nathan Campos also threw an interception about midway through the second quarter. But Pinkerton, with one of the biggest offensive lines in all of Division I, and all of the state for that matter, accumulating some rushing yards in that first half, and I'd imagine expect to do the same through the final 2 quarters. Week 1 played largely in part last night. 9 of the 10 Division I games this weekend were played last night. We begin in Division I South with Salem. A big win over Nashua South, 63-36. We were in the Gate City for that game last night. Blue Devil senior Aiden McDonald, 5 touchdowns and over 200 yards on the ground. Salem solidifying their reputation as one of the best teams in the state. 63-36 winners over South last night. Londonderry, they got it done on the road, 35-6 over Merrimack. BG, a road winner last night as well. Cardinals 34, Keene 13 out west. And then the defending champion, Nashua North Titans. They lost a lot, including Curtis Harris Lopez, their standout quarterback, but they put up 25 points on the road in a victory over Alvern, 25-13 last night. Coach Lorendi starting off the season with a win. Bedford took a trip east and got beat on the seacoast, 30-13, Winnicott, flexing their muscles. Big second half for the Warriors in that victory. Concord at home, they shut out Spalding 21-0. An impressive win out of the gate for the Crimson Tide. And Portsmouth getting their numbers back up, defending their home field in impressive fashion, 42-6 over Central last night. And then a big surprise, Goffstown blown out at Exeter. Of course, the Grizzlies graduated a lot of talent on that squad that went to the championship game a year ago. Exeter, a perennial power. No problem with the Grizz, 34-0. And then Dover, they bring their quarterback back, and he looked good as well, as Memorial blown out in Dover, 40-6, a win for the Green Wave. So those are your Division I Week 1 scores from last night. Windham trailing 20-0. They're going to have to trot that defense back out on the field here to begin the third quarter. They had their moments defensively. They produced the 2 turnovers. Defensive line, despite being outsized, got some wins in that first half along the line of scrimmage. But a tall order, down 20-0. The offense stagnant at times in that first half. Hoping to get back on track. Pinkerton, as we mentioned, had their season canceled last year after just 3 games, in which they went 2-1. Maybe on a mission this year have not won a state title since they did it back in 2014. Windham, they've got a Division II championship trophy in the case, but not yet at D1. They've got a lot of players in the program, over 90. And again, this is a program that wasn't established until 2009. All right. Again, Pinkerton ready to receive. They've got 2 players towing the 5-yard line. First time we've seen a kick off the tee from Jaguar kicker Adam Burke, and that is a bomb.
Number 42,
into the end zone. No chance there to return. So Burke showing that strong leg. And the Astros will trot out to the 20-yard line to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Nate Campos. Mixed results in that first half. More incompletions than completions. The 1 turnover and interception on 4th and long, but did hook up on his first pass of the year. 27-yard touchdown strike to Jacob Albert that put Pinkerton on the board late in the first quarter. Campos under center. Pinkerton has rushed more often than not. They go to the air on 1st down. Campos slips his way out of a sack, avoids a second man, stays on his feet, and ends up picking up a pretty good gain across the 25 to the 27.
Number 4, Campos on the carry.
So Campos, not the biggest guy, but slippery. 5'11", 175, made 2 men miss in the backfield there. It looked like Windham had him dead to rights. In the end, about a 7-yard pickup. Good heady play by the veteran senior. Second down and 3 from the 27. Again, Campos under pressure immediately throws it incomplete. Got hit.
Pass incomplete to number 2, Jacob Albert.
I think that's Eden Goss down there who got to him. So third down and 3. Pinkerton hoping to avoid a 3 and out. They have avoided the 3 and out so far. A good play. Again, the Jaguars finding ways to infiltrate through that offensive line. They've put pressure on Campos. They've held their own primarily in that 3-4. Campos back to the air, right side, hit as he throws. The jump ball, and it's knocked away incomplete. Albert battling with Peterson. It falls to the grass at the 45-yard line, incomplete. Again, Campos under pressure as he released. So Pinkerton, they go to the air 3 times to begin the second half. Well, they threw 2 passes. First one was a broken play. Doesn't work, though, as they're going to have to punt here on 4th and 3. You got Bates into the game here. He's handled the kicking duties so far. I believe this is Pinkerton's first punt. St. Hilaire back deep for Windham. This one spiraling down the middle. St. Hilaire takes it on the bounce near side across the 40 to the 42. That's where the Jaguars will begin on the home side of the field. So, well, the Windham D doing their job. Again, they've played well. As they force the Astros to punt after a 3 and out, and now with good starting field position. Their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Just over a minute gone, third quarter. Sweeney. Roll right side. Looking downfield with room. Throws off the back foot. He's got a man and a catch made. Along the far sideline, inside the 20, down to the 10-yard line. That's the tight end, Brian Damaris.
Number 44, Brian Damaris.
Showing some speed after the catch, some patience as that one developed downfield. Longest hookup of the day by the Jaguars, longest hookup through the air either way. As that one goes for 37, no, 43-yard pickup. Jaguars in the red zone for the first time this afternoon. On is the sophomore tailback. He goes up the middle. He lowers the shoulder. He's inside the 10 and leans forward down to about the 8-yard line. So On staying low to the ground, using that frame to his advantage. Tackled by Terenzio. The Pinkerton defensive tackle, Jason Santuccio, was also in on the stop. Spotted at the 8-yard line. They can still pick up a first down. In fact, the first down marker is down at the 2-yard line, so a little bit of room between the first down marker and the goal line. 2 minutes in, third quarter. Windham hoping to get on the board. Make this a 2-score game again. 3 receivers set. Keep it in the quarterback's hands. Sweeney, not much. Able to lean forward. But tackled by the big DN DeSalvo for a minimal gain. Third down and medium now. Third and 5, it looks like. Gorgeous afternoon here. We welcome you to Windham. Nick Anastas with you. John Barron behind the lens up here on Mount Jaguar, one of the better places to take in a football game in the entire state, in my opinion. They've lived up to their reputation this afternoon. Can the home team give them something to cheer for? Sweeney on a third down rollout, looking, throwing, end zone, incomplete. Catch made, but couldn't get the feet in bounds. Jack Mashish.
Pass caught by number 25, Jake Machichi.
Make Machichi. It's a tough name to pronounce. I apologize. Machichi trying to tiptoe along the back line in the end zone. Pulled it in overhead, but could not quite get the footwork right. So Windham going to have to settle for a field goal. It'll be a 25-yard kick. Kick up. And no good. Wide left. Hey, buddy, you got to stay off the fence. Please. Wide left. No good. So Windham on their most promising drive of the afternoon come away empty 3 minutes into this third quarter. Pinkerton. Bend, but don't break. Defensively on that one. They tighten up inside the red zone and force the miss. And now take over at their own 15-yard line. Offense trying to shake off that 3 and out to begin the half. They go right side, Yannico. Again, not a lot of room.
Number 25, Koyanako on the carry.
Trying to creep around the right tackle instead. It's held to just a yard. Dunham in on the stop. A number of Jaguars have been able to pile up some tackles. Talked about the nose guard, Nick Parker. He's done his thing, Aiden Goss. The secondary has been tested but have held up. It's a good Windham team. But Pinkerton has controlled the scoreboard 20-0. Nearly 4 minutes now into this third quarter. A 2nd down and 9. Astros stick to the ground. Yannico on a stretch. Outside. Slips the 25. Out of bounds at about the 28. Still shy of that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and 2. Forced out by Goss and Peterson. Well, they actually mark him where? Way back at the 25. It's a longer 3rd down than I thought. 3rd and 5. Meanwhile, whistles, officials. Done a nice job this afternoon. 5-man crew. Clarifying something with Coach Byrne. The clock, it looks like. They're going to add 20 seconds. About 4 minutes gone by here, third quarter. Albert in motion. They hand to him. Trying to show off the junior speed near side. He's got the first down and more. Albert, one of the better athletes to come through the program in quite a while, is going to show you why. Touchdown, Astros. A 75-yard touchdown run by Jake Albert, and he's got the hat trick. 2 on the ground now, 1 through the air earlier as well. Albert putting on quite a show and putting this one perhaps out of reach as well. It's now 26-0 with the extra point try looming. Albert came in as a freshman and just blew doors in practice 2 years ago. Became a starter as a true freshman. An abbreviated campaign, of course, last year, just 3 games as a sophomore, but what a way to kick off the junior campaign. 3 touchdowns. Bates is going to add the extra point to make it 27-0.
Extra point is good, number 48 for Council Bates. Bring the score to 27. Pinkerton.
Albert from 75 yards out. So Pinkerton looking impressive. Well, perennially, Coach O'Reilly, he's got his guys usually ready to go by September. And it's shaken out to be the case yet again here. Now 44 years on the job for Coach O'Reilly, one of the mainstays. Of course, he recently stepped aside as lacrosse coach after winning, I think, 11 or 12 titles on the lacrosse field in the spring. He ended those duties off, but still doing it with the football team every fall. Of course, he's the Academy's athletic director as well. Here's the kick. It's right down the middle. It's a good one. It's bobbled at the 25-yard line. McKeechee going to swim his way up the middle across the 15-yard line to about the 16. Late flag here. Some rough stuff behind the play. A little mix-up between David Croteau of Windham and Pinkerton's Don Terrio. Let's see what this is about. That's a personal foul against Windham. A little too rough. Croteau, the junior, guilty. And this is going to hamper the starting field position here for Windham. So it's a personal foul. They'll be backed up inside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 9. Just over 4 minutes gone by, third quarter. Windham, after missing a field goal on their most promising drive of the afternoon, really backed up here to begin this one. Sweeney in the gun, puts a man in motion. It's Fox, going to bring Fox to the left. Pitch out is taken, and then the hit occurs out in the flat. Well, Pinkerton has not been fooled by the option. I think Windham ran that play on their first play of the game. But the outside discipline, the outside linebackers, the corners, they have read things very well. Jake Marchand over there on the far side. Caden Michaud, sophomore, getting some action now at corner as well. Of course, we saw the interception by Lorenzo Milana in the first quarter. McKiernan, he shadowed the wing back well. This is a good seasoned group on defense for Pinkerton. On 2nd and 10, Sweeney in trouble, throws it away. Threw it into the ground. Intended target Dom Fiore over there, the senior. Terenzio was on the heels of the quarterback that time, putting him to the fire. 3rd down now, then 12 it looks like. With now 5 minutes off this third quarter clock. Well, a reminder to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You don't want to miss any action this fall. We'll be busy. Friday night, Saturdays, all season. 3rd down, they go to the pitch. Far side of the option across the 25, but not enough. Sorry, across the 15. Hoping to get to the 20. And still about 4 yards shy. It's Fox on that option pitch. So 4th and what, 3? Closer to 4. 4th and 3.5, let's say. I still don't think you go for it here, not inside your own 15. Windham thought they had the play. Now they're going to huddle back up. Break the huddle quickly and spread things out. Again, we've seen the pooch punt from the quarterback, Sweeney. Puts a man in motion. They are going to go for it, and that's not going to happen. They run right to the defender sitting there at the edge. That was McKiernan who makes the tackle, and Pinkerton now, again, a gift. They'll take over inside the red zone, inside the 15. So the 1st and 10 coming. Well, again, just to highlight our schedule, Thursdays we kick it all off with the new program, F&L Gridiron. Exclusive coverage. We preview the weekend games, talk to coaches. We talked to Coach O'Reilly. We talked to Coach Byrne. Media members across the state as well. So F&L Gridiron coming your way every Thursday this fall at 6 o'clock. You can watch the archives, of course, on our channel, F&L NH Media. Again, we're on YouTube at FNLNH Media. All right, second down now. And 3, let's say. The ball just inside the 7-yard line. Astros threatening to blow this one wide open here midway through the second quarter. Coming up in 5 minutes to go in the frame. McKiernan, the lone back. Man in motion. Give to him on a sweep. This is Milana. Milana trying to cut it up. He's hit, still alive. Leans forward down to about the 5-yard line. Tackled inbounds along that far sideline by the defensive back, Cole Peterson. Not going to give him the first down, though. He's a couple inches short. First down marker, side by side with the ball marker. They've got the football sitting just on top of the 5-yard line on that far hash. Third, and about 3 inches here. Is that clock continuing to tick? Two backs. They go to the tail. It's Albert up the middle. He's got the first. Going to get tackled around the 3-yard line. Hit by Mashish, who met him in the hole. Oh, no, that was Dunham. Sorry, Sam Dunham, quietly. Starting to rack up some tackles, the senior. Played hard. First and goal now for Pinkerton. That ball is inside the 3-yard line. Albert has scored 3 touchdowns. Will we see number 4? He may go to McKiernan for his second, or how about Yannico? It appeared like he was going to score the game's first touchdown, but fumbled at the goal line and lost the ball in the end zone. Yannico and McKiernan are in the backfield. The wingback is Albert. They go to Yannico, and he's not going to get much. Hit immediately. He's lucky if he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gallo and company swallowed him up. Another victory for that D-line. Nick Parker in the mix. He's played hard over the nose. Astros okay with it, though. That clock tick, tick, ticking. Approaching now 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Second and goal. Ball just outside the 2-yard line. McKiernan and Albert now with Yannico at the wing. McKiernan up the middle. Breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown number 2 for the senior fullback, Jack McKiernan. Pinkerton piling it on with just outside of 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's now 33-0. Well, they're going to hold off on the 2-point try. Why? Well, 35-point gap in the second half would mean a running clock. Astros electing not to consider that. They want to just kick. You got a good kicker. Bates has done well. This one, though, is no good. Line drive off the right foot. No good as he pushes it left.
Extra point attempt blocked.
So it'll stay at 33-0. So McKiernan and Albert combining for all 5 touchdowns. The latest from McKiernan, a 2-yard run. The Astros have outscored the home team 13-0 in the second half through 9 minutes. Well, Windham winless last year. They were in some games. Bowed out in the tournament against Londonderry. And ended up 0-4. Again, we had the abbreviated schedule due to the COVID-19 situation, which seems more and more in the rearview mirror. Certainly in the rearview mirror this afternoon in the minds of the folks here. About 2,000 or so strong, my estimation. Maybe a little more earlier. Some folks may have taken off, but for the most part, everybody's still here. Pinkerton a strong presence, but the vast majority Windham fans. Kick taken in at the 10-yard line, creeping up the middle. And bringing it back pretty well is Mancini. Across the 30 to the 34-yard line.
Number 16, Vito Mancini.
In fact, that's the best return of the afternoon for Mancini. So, good field position for Windham. They've seen them move the football in stretches this afternoon. They did turn it over twice in that first half. They missed a field goal in the third quarter. And have not been able to break the ice on the scoreboard. Josh Sweeney, the senior who beat out Vito Mancini in the quarterback competition this August, last month, has played pretty well here and there under pressure. Going to dump it off. Dunham. I believe that's the first time he's touched the football. He's made a few tackles on defense. It's a pretty good pickup there. Windham utilizing the space there on that far side. They pick up about 7 out to their own 40 to set up 2nd down and 3. Dunham going to jog off the field. Clock moving towards 2 minutes, third quarter. 2nd down and 3. Sweeney facing that familiar 3-4 look. Pinkerton's been in it all afternoon. Snap, play action. Has time, left side. Sweeney, look. Going to tiptoe out of bounds. Close to the marker. Needed 3, may have gotten it, maybe. Nope, not quite. Well, they mark him out way short. He actually lost a yard. Surprise there. Tough for us to tell here. Officials actually say he lost a yard, so they back him up to the 39. And a 3rd down and 4 on the way at the 2-minute mark here, third quarter. Sweeney, empty set, rollout, looking. Steps up, makes one miss. Throws, intercepted. Picked off by Bates. Not just a kicker, but of course one of their better linebackers. Read that one all the way. It's the 3rd interception thrown by Josh Sweeney. Hoping to make something out of nothing there at the tail end of that play, but little Bates in pursuit, read it and diagnosed it correctly. The interception. Again, the 3rd takeaway by this Pinkerton defense. And as a result, they've had excellent starting field position more often than not. They're at the Jaguar 42 this time, with inside of 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd. You know, the next Astro score would mean a running clock. They can push the deficit to 35 or better. Yannico, he's run hard. He's run well inside the tackles, and he does so here. A good 1st down pickup of nearly 6. Call it 5 in the end. 2nd and 5 on the way from the 36.
Tackled by 39, Don Fiore.
Don Fiore on the stop. Another one of these Jaguar defensive players who have worked hard this afternoon. Well, 3 different skill players now in the game, including the quarterback. They'll stretch this here to Milana. He's got the 1st down. Comes near side, goes out of bounds across the 30. And inside the 27 or so. There's a new quarterback for Pinkerton. That's Tim Hersom, 6'3" sophomore. Got some size under center. Also seen defensive backs play offense here. Milana carry there. Jacob Marchand is in the offensive huddle. The Astros with a lot of very good, productive two-way players. Another tight end is in the game, Matthew Fioli. Timeout Pinkerton.
Timeout Pinkerton.
Astros use their first Well, something amiss there. Coach O'Reilly didn't like it. May or may not have had something to do with some of the newer players coming in and out of the huddle. Sometimes that can happen, but Coach not concerned about burning a timeout here. He's got a 33-0 lead. Pinkerton scored 20 before halftime. 2 late second quarter touchdowns really popped the lid off. Just 62 seconds apart. 20-0 our score at the break, and then the Astros behind Jacob Albert and Jack McKiernan piling it on here in the third quarter. Albert has scored 3 times today. McKiernan has a pair of 2-yard touchdown runs. Albert electric, a 75-yard run to Chris in the third quarter for Pinkerton. Had a 27-yard hookup with quarterback Nate Campos and a 7-yard second quarter touchdown run. So all in all, very impressive day for the 3-year starter, junior Jacob Albert, who may or may not be done for the day. He's not out there now. A lot of the starters apparently are done. Meanwhile, this one incomplete. Hersom over the head of Milana. No, it was Joey Barnhart, the 5'8" junior. Lined up out there at split end. No chance for the youngster to pull that one in overhead. That'll stop the clock with a minute even remaining in this third quarter. Pinkerton facing a 2nd down and 10. Some of the backups are in up front as well for Coach O'Reilly on that Pinkerton offensive line. Left side handoff, good cut. Milana turns his back to the defense, keeps the legs pumping, ends up with 3, maybe 4 yards. Takes it down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Astros have been pretty good on 3rd down. They're comfortable with the 3rd and medium, apparently. They've thrown the football, they've run the football on 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Officially a 3rd and 5 here on the Jag 23-yard line. Hersom, Milana in motion, the give. Stretch run, can he get the edge? Yes, he does, inside the 20 before stepping out of bounds. Where? At about, what, the 20 even? That's very close to the marker. In fact, a yard short. I thought he had the 1st down. He did not. So 4th down and a long 1, it looks like. Still 4 seconds remaining on the third quarter clock. It's frozen after the runner ended up out of bounds. So one more play, it looks like, on the way here in this third quarter. A quarter that has belonged to the Pinkerton Astros. There's a new fullback in. On 4th and 2, Hersom pitch. Marchand hit inside the 20, lost his helmet after colliding with 2 Jaguars. Very close. Well, the Pinkerton offense now jogging off the field, and yes, they end up short. So the Jaguars get a 4th down stop and end the third quarter on a high note. But Pinkerton
Astros 33.
Out in front with a comfortable lead after 3 quarters, 33-0. As we'll head to the 4th in just a moment. Reminder, our broadcast today is brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and the quality coverage that you deserve. Call Steve, 603-471-9999, or visit BealsInsurance.com. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, the official home of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. FNL NH Media is the name of the channel. Again, on YouTube at FNL NH Media. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You will not miss a thing this fall. We're on the air Friday nights, Saturday afternoons, and Thursday nights as well to preview the upcoming weekend action with interviews from coaches and media members. That's FNL Gridiron, the name of that show. Thursday nights at 6. It's all on the channel. All the archives are available anytime, so subscribe today for free, and you won't miss a thing. All right, we begin the fourth quarter. Pinkerton, defense on the field, a 33-0 lead on the board. Sweeney is still in the game for Windham. Pitch taken along that far sideline. A positive gain on 1st and 10 as Coach Burns' team moves the ball up to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 to begin the quarter. Just shy of the 24, in fact, a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 is on the way. It looks like Pinkerton has pulled their starters now across the board. I think that's 11 new defenders in white on the field. Of course, Pinkerton, the biggest school in the state, nearly 3,800 students. They're going to have a deep team year in and year out. Windham, a much smaller school. I think only about 800 or so in the building, but nearly 90 of them are football players. One of the bigger programs in Division I in terms of numbers. This is Tiger On, the sophomore. Up the middle, trying to pound out a few yards on 2nd down. Won't get much, maybe 1. Up to the 25 to set up 3rd down and 4. Minute gone by, 4th quarter.
No gain on the play.
On and Patel have split the carries, but Windham has thrown the football more often than not with junior quarterback Josh Sweeney. O-line has tried to give him some time. And we'll see if he throws a pass here on 3rd and 5. From his own 25 against a 3-man front. Snap is low. He takes it. He looks left. Trotting left. Looking. Makes a man miss. Throws near the stick. It is caught for a 1st down. That's Brian Damaris. Now, that's one thing Sweeney has done well is improvise and extend plays. He gets out of the pocket. They roll him here. He's got his man on a string just beyond where he needed to be, the 1st down marker. It's a good 6-yard pickup on 3rd and 5. And now with 2 minutes gone by, Windham's going to keep the offense on the field, 1st and 10. Sweeney puts a man in motion, going to bring him right side, looks for the pitch, makes the pitch. The tailback is Fiore. Fiore able to cut it up to about the 35-yard line in the end. It's a good gainer of 5. Well executed option. Tackle made for Pinkerton by the defensive back Patrick Waldron, 5'8" junior. Well, again, Windham, they'll get a chance to get in the win column next week at Alvern. Take on the 0-1 Broncos. I think that game is in Hudson. Double check on that in a sec. 2nd and 5 on the sophomore. Can't make the final man miss. Tripped up as he looked for that edge. Joey Barnhart got to him with a shoestring tackle. On goes nowhere. 3rd down and 5. May have lost a yard. 3rd and 6. In fact. Yeah, Windham at Alvern next Friday night. It's a 7 o'clock start. Pinkerton will host Keene Friday night at 7 as well. Windham 0-4 last year. Gonna have to wait another week, I think, until they capture that elusive victory. First one in 2 years. Astros hoping to take care of business on the road, and they have today. This one broken up. Third down, Jags go to the air, knocked away. Good interior position by the corner there, Waldron. Got inside of the bigger receiver, Cole Peterson, and knocked it away on a good defensive play on the outside. So 4th and 6. Just over 3 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter. Windham, I imagine, will keep the offense on the field and go for it here from their own 35-yard line. 4th and 6. On is the tailback. They keep Sweeney in the pistol. 3 receivers, 2 short side right. Pinkerton showing a blitz. Now they back off a little bit from that 3-man front. Snap is taken. Sweeney going to punt it in the end anyway. No return unit back. Takes a bounce at the 30. A good roll for Windham inside the 25, where it's down at the 21-yard line.
Josh Sweeney on the punt.
44-yarder in the end, no return. Sweeney's been busy today. He has. Not only running the offense, but trying to be the punter out of the special team unit as well. He's having a word right now down on the sideline with Coach Byrne after coming off the field, looking a little frustrated. Sweeney, the junior, beat out Vito Mancini in a quarterback competition from all accounts. Did get the job, but it has not been his day today. That Pinkerton defense has swarmed and produced 3 interceptions. Meanwhile, some confusion on the sideline as Windham almost got caught with 12 men on the field. Snap, though, is fumbled. The big sophomore quarterback going to fall on top of it. That's Tim Hersom beginning his second series under center for Pinkerton. The play loses 2, maybe 3 yards. It does set the clock in motion. We're now inside of 8 minutes remaining. Just over 4 gone by. Fourth quarter. Nick Anastas with you. A 2-man crew today. Myself, John Barron, Steve and Ben Beals. Likely Kristen as well. We'll be back for week 2. Handoff left side. Good cut. Breaks a tackle. Picks up a couple more. Good piece of running from Matt Morrison. How about the freshman? Breaking the lineup. Morrison, a 5'10", 140-pound freshman tailback. Coach O'Reilly had hinted he had a special freshman player in the program. They're going to keep away from the varsity level. I'm not sure if that's Morrison or not, but I'll tell you what, the freshman looked good on that run. 5 minutes gone, fourth quarter. Somebody jumped up front. False start against the left tackle. That's the backup, Luke Delangy. Delangy, a sophomore, 6'1", 250. Third and 9 after the penalty. Under pressure. On the run. Sophomore still alive. Lowers the shoulder. Tackled short of the first down marker. Hersom showing a little bit of mobility there. Some creativity at the end of the run, but not nearly enough. Tackled at the 22. Well shy of the first down marker. It's 4th and 8. And it looks like a rare punt on the way. Pinkerton has avoided having to punt the football. They went 2 for 2 on 4th and short. And I believe this is now the second punt of the afternoon for Picasso Bates. Bates, an interception on defense. Sets off this one. Wow. High in the sky, and there'll be no return. It rolls inside the 10 where it's down At about the 8-yard line, Bates,
Number 48, Bates, beautiful.
boy, he's impressed. And he's fired up on that far sideline. His teammates are as well. He's handled the kicking duties, the punting duties, and as I mentioned, came up with a turnover and interception on defense. So
I'd like to thank this
a good start to the senior season for Bates.
Scholarship Physical Therapy. Searles Castle.
All right, Windham
Soleil Salon.
they start out at their own 7-yard line, 1st and 10. Second time this half
State Farm Insurance.
they've started deep in their own end.
The Gagnon Lindquist team of Remax Realtors.
Midway through fourth quarter.
Center.
Well, we hope those of you
Family Dentistry.
who are watching are enjoying Memorial Day weekend.
Japanese Steakhouse.
Season kicked off statewide last night. We're excited here at Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. To have fans back in the stands, a full schedule. Windham has always done a great job hosting these home games. Today, no exception, but the home team a little outmatched, trailing 20-0 at halftime. They're unable to contain Pinkerton Jr. Jacob Albert,
Number 25, Jake
who
Mattigio.
really broke the game open with a 75-yard touchdown run
Troy Jaguars first
that
down.
put everything out of reach earlier in this second half in the third quarter. Ripped off the 75-yarder, but he's been a factor. 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 in the air. For now, the 3-year starter, junior Jacob Albert. Sweeney has played hard at quarterback, trying to master this offensive unit. This man has helped him do that. That's Brian Damaris, the junior. Had a 47-yard pickup through the air to begin the second half. Damaris gets a pretty good chunk there on first down, an 8-yard pickup from the pass from Josh Sweeney. So second down and 2. Ball at the 27-yard line. Clock ticking. Or it should be anyway. Inside of 6 minutes. Handoff up the middle. I believe that's on the sophomore.
Number 29,
No.
Kyle Patel on the carry.
Nope, that's Kavi Patel.
That play is good.
Patel just a freshman. He's touched it, though, a couple of times. Limping a little bit, holding his right knee as he comes off the sideline. Yeah, the freshman dinged up a little bit. Meanwhile, 1st and 10 for Sweeney and company. The junior quarterback now does have the sophomore tailback behind him that's on. 2 wing backs, 1 each side, 1 receiver each side as well. Man in motion, snap taken, handoff to On trying to break it right side as a man on top of him. And 2 men end up bringing him down. Colton April, the junior, jumped on his back there and brought him down.
On the carry, tackled by number 16.
So April giving credit for the tackle. So we hit the 5-minute mark, fourth quarter. Still a pretty good pickup by who's been consistent between the tackles for Coach Byrne and Windham today. A 5-yard gainer in the end. Second and 5. Low snap. Pitch out on the money. And a good run here by Mashish. First down and then some.
Jake Mattigio on the carry.
Machichi
That
up
play
to the
is good.
45, thinking 46-yard line. Well, again, Sweeney, give him credit.
Other sponsors we'd like to thank.
Didn't quite have that snap. It was low to his left. Time he looked up, the defense was coming. He still able to pitch it to his left on target.
And Optima Sports.
Gets his man in rhythm. Machichi does the rest. And a good first down. Windham is trying to get on the board, end things on a high note as we head towards the 4-minute mark, fourth quarter. Peterson on 1st and 10. The receiver, a good stiff arm across midfield into Pinkerton territory.
Number 19, Cole Peterson.
4th catch for Peterson. A good, strong stiff arm on the defensive back, Joey Barnhart. In the end, the play goes for 7. Closest opportunity Windham had to getting on the board came earlier in the third quarter. Their only trip to the red zone. Pinkerton, though, they tighten up defensively on the series, and they force a fourth down field goal attempt that missed from 25 yards out. Quarterback keeper Sweeney very close to the first down. He's inside the 45, needing to gain the 44. The officials won't give it to him. 3rd and inches. It's out of 4 minutes now. Third and inches, 2 each side. Man in motion, they go up the middle, and Patel is going to get the first. Able to lean forward. Again, hobbling a moment ago, but Kavi Patel, the tough freshman, able to get in there, get low, and move the pile forward. That's a first down. Clock moving inside of 3 minutes. Coming up after the game, a brief recap. Final look at those week 1 scores. And then adios. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend. Great afternoon here in southern New Hampshire for sure, weather-wise. Play fake, throw, low catch. Did he pull it in? Yes, he did. Able to roll his way past the first down marker and inside the 30. Damaris showing those sure-handed hands, I guess. Good piece of receiving work there. Pulled that one in with just inches to spare above the grass. Stopped the clock for a moment. He went out of bounds with 2:23 to go. It's a drive that began back inside Jaguar 10-yard line. So the Windham offense moving it pretty good here against the second unit on the other side for Pinkerton. Sweeney, design keeper left side, trying to protect the football. He's going to take a loss. Well, 3 different Astro defenders converge at once. Ryan Catino, big sophomore linebacker. How about 5'10", 218, bringing his weight onto the back of Sweeney, who's taken some pretty good hits this afternoon. We move inside at 2 minutes. Sweeney, you can see the ongoing dialogue with Coach Byrne on the sideline. That's that quarterback-head coach relationship that we hear so much about. More and more teams implicating that strategy. Head coach to quarterback on the play calling. Seems like Windham has done that effectively this afternoon. Quarterback draw on 2nd and 11. He's wrapped up around the waist at the line of scrimmage. Ryan Gordon, the junior, the outside linebacker, first on the scene defensively. And as we make our way towards 1 minute to go, we see a 3rd down and 8 for Windham from the Pinkerton 27-yard line. In the air, left side, good throw. And a good catch. Damaris near that stick.
Number 44, Brian Damaris.
Clock frozen, 43 seconds. Another Jaguar. First down. Pretty good pass there with some zip. That's been the hookup more often than not this afternoon for Windham. Sweeney to Damaris. Majority of the catches for Damaris come in this second half. The junior has been busy. 43 seconds. Back to throw. Airing it up this time. Damaris in the end zone. Out of bounds. Pulled it in, but at his left foot out of bounds when that ball was was snatched.
Pass incomplete to number 44, Ryan Lynch.
Damaris had the step, though. And the junior almost made a highlight-style catch, but again, incomplete. Second time that's happened to Windham. They had a man ruled out of bounds on the catch in the end zone back in the third quarter as well, just prior to that missed field goal. .36 seconds, and now 2nd and 10. On back in the game at tailback in the pistol. Peterson in an island off to the right. Wing back in motion left. They go up the middle to On, and that's not going to happen. Swallowed up immediately. Ryan Lynch, the big junior defensive lineman. On with no gain. In fact, a loss of 1, 3rd and 11, and now a timeout on the field is going to stop the clock with 25 seconds. As I believe Windham just called their first time out of the second half. So Coach Burns still hoping the offense can produce some points before it's all said and done. They get a shot here. The ball at the Pinkerton 18-yard line. It is 3rd down and 10. Windham still, I believe, with 2 timeouts to work with. Reminder after the game, look back at this one. And a look back at last night as well, a full scoreboard from Division I. Coming up in just a few moments once this one is wrapped up down on the field. Fake the give. The throw. Sweeney's got a man in motion. It's Dunham, first down, tackled inside the 5-yard line. Tackled inbounds. Windham's going to use their second timeout to stop the clock with 16 seconds.
Pass complete to number 22, Sam Dunham. Timeout, Windham.
So Dunham pulls in another. He's also been pretty busy in the second half. Good play there. Caught it with room. A little drag over the middle. And then a hard run after the catch by Dunham to set up the football at the 4-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal. Now the Astros, they would like to have that shutout preserved. I'm sure. The players would, at least. I think Windham, same thing. They want the points here. They want to avoid that shutout. So something to play for here, at least from a pride perspective, both ways. 16 seconds, 1st and goal from the 4. Sweeney spreads them out, takes a snap, throws, knocked down at the line, incomplete. One of the D linemen got his hand on it. Ryan Houle, 5'9" sophomore defensive lineman, got his right paw on that one to knock Sweeney's pass to the grass, incomplete. 3 seconds go off the clock. We're left with 13 seconds remaining. Another 2nd and goal try coming for Windham. Again, Sweeney, a short jog to the home sideline, gets the play from Coach Byrne, and now breaks the huddle. Again, he'll be in the pistol. That's been the look most of the afternoon. Wing back to each side, wide receiver to each side. Snap coming from the short hash. Pinkerton, 3-down lineman. On 2nd and goal from the 4. Man in motion, snap taken. They roll to the left. The pitch. Dunham down the near sideline, lowers the shoulder, but tackled inbounds. Looks like Windham's going to have to use that final timeout. They will with 5 seconds to go.
22, Sam Dunham.
You know, they run the option to the short side of the field, and they run out of room.
5 seconds remaining.
As Dunham is cut down near the line of scrimmage. In fact, that's where he was tackled, at the 4-yard line, so no gain on that play. And now it looks like this will be the final play of the game coming, as Windham is out of timeouts and there's just 5 seconds remaining. Again, Coach Byrne himself in the huddle. Well, let's see what Sweeney does here. They can find a little bit of space. They don't need to go very far, just 12 feet or so to the end zone. To avoid the shutout, Windham, they line up to go for it here on 3rd and goal from the 4 with 5 seconds left. Snap, quick throw, right side, broken up. Looks like we'll get one more play after all. There's still 1 second to go. Peterson, it looked like, had his hands around the ball in the end zone, but it was knocked away, poked out of his grasp by Tyler LeBlanc, the sophomore corner. No, the junior cornerback, making a heck of a play on the football to deny Peterson the touchdown catch. So, there's still 1 second. Windham, I think they wanted a quick pass there in case of an incompletion. They could get one more. It's good thinking there by Coach Byrne if that is the case. They'll have 1 second and one more play here. 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. Sweeney with on behind him. Peterson wide to that right side. Damaris to the short side left. Snap taken. Looks right, now rolls left. A little bit of room. Throws in the middle. It's caught, and there's the touchdown. And the game ends on a high note for the home team, as the touchdown is pulled in by Jake Mishishi. And that'll do it. 33-6. I'm not sure if there's an extra point here on the way or not. But 33-6 looks a lot better for Windham than 33-0, I think. They wanted it, they get it, and that is how the game is going to end. So that's a final. Pinkerton, impressive. Despite surrendering that touchdown there at the end, Coach O'Reilly doesn't care. He got his win. He got to rest his starters about midway through the 3rd. Pinkerton defense comes up with 3 turnovers, and his stud player comes up with 3 touchdowns. Jacob Albert, the junior, now a 3-year starter. 3 touchdowns, including an electric 75-yard touchdown run to really put the game out of reach in the 3rd quarter. He had help. Jack McKiernan busy, the fullback, a pair of 2-yard touchdown runs as well. And they hold Windham off the board for 47 minutes and 59 seconds before the Jaguars in the final play are able to burst through as Sweeney hooks up with Mashish. 33-6 our final. Pinkerton improves to 1-0. The Jags fall to 0-1. Scores from last night. Salem, a big win over South in Nashua, 63-36. Londonderry, a big winner on the road as well, 35-6 over Merrimack. BG gets a victory at Keene, 34-13. North, the defending champs, they break away from Malvern in the second half and win it over the Broncos, 25-13, that game in Hudson. Out on the Seacoast, Winnacunnet and Bedford, a lopsided win behind a big second half. Warriors win it 30-13. Concord shut out Spalding at home, 21-0. Portsmouth rolled up on Central, 42-6 in Portsmouth. Exeter, a home shutout over Goffstown, 34-0. And Dover, another big Seacoast winner, 40-6 over Memorial. Our final here, Pinkerton 33, Windham 6. Want to thank Mike McCaffrey and his staff here at Windham. Doing a great job making us feel very welcome. His assistant Beth greeting us with open arms. We appreciate the Windham staff and always enjoy coming down here, no matter what the season, to do a game. Also want to thank John Barron, our videographer. A one-man band getting the setup going, bringing you the aerial shots here this afternoon. We appreciate John. An integral part now of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire crew. All right, a reminder, coming up later this week, Thursday, we're back on the air with FNL Gridiron at 6 o'clock. Exclusive interviews you will not find anywhere else. It's the perfect way to kick off your football weekend. Thursdays at 6 on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. It's FNL Gridiron presented by Beals Insurance. And, of course, next week, week 2, we'll be back with another 2-game broadcast schedule for you Friday night and Saturday. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on FNL NH Media on YouTube so you will know where we'll be, when we'll be there, and plan accordingly. My name is Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time, Pinkerton 33, Windham 6. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.